When you consider like the stats again, economic, we were number one in pandemic recovery. And I think part of the reason why is because people decided at that moment, it was a watershed moment because people decided at that moment, wait a second, maybe I don't have to be in New York or in California to do certain things. Like for example, if you're in finance, maybe you don't have to be in New York to do finance. Or if you're in venture, maybe you don't have to be in California to do venture. And I remember Ken Griffin specifically coming to Palm Beach and basically taking over the Four Seasons in Palm Beach. And I think, and he's a huge market maker.
What does he do?
He runs Citadel.
Okay.
Massive company.
Yeah.
And you know, he's arguably one of the biggest market makers in terms of buying and selling of stocks. And so when he left, I think people for the first time realized that you didn't have to be physically somewhere to be successful. Like New York could literally overnight like move to Miami, or so could Silicon Valley. And right around that same time, somebody put out a tweet on December 4th that said, what if we move Silicon Valley to Miami? And I responded, how can I help? And that was like,
that was a big shift that whole
super
time.
Viral.
I feel like
super viral.
Would you say Miami, like COVID kind of like made Miami in a way? Like
it was a big part of it because the remote work phenomenon, people leaving. And then I have something I call the FlyMo effect, which is flywheel plus FOMO combined, FlyMo, right? Like the FlyMo effect of people just sort of saying, hey, wait a second, there's something special going on here.
I got to be here too,
This place that we've always loved to come visit and have a good time at is now a place where you could do serious work. And so now we moved in about 2 years, and this is a rough estimate, about 3 trillion in assets under managed companies to Miami. It's about 130 plus companies, 9 billion in wages.